The world's most expensive warship, the $13.2 billion USS Gerald R. Ford, has just arrived in the Middle East, right as swarms of cheap drones and long-range missiles flood the skies, threatening every move. What happens when a single carrier built to project unstoppable power faces a battlefield where $2,000 drones can outnumber multi-million-dollar defenses? Behind its arrival is a radical arms race unfolding in real time, with America's flagship caught on the invisible front lines. If you think an aircraft carrier guarantees safety, what follows next will absolutely change your mind. Iran's arsenal now stands at over 3,000 ballistic missiles, the largest stockpile anywhere in the Middle East. Dozens of missile brigades operate Shahab 3, Sigil, and Khorramshahr types, each able to reach targets more than 1,000 kilometers away. Alongside these, Iran fields a growing inventory of cruise missiles and anti-ship weapons, many designed for low-altitude flight to evade radar. But the real disruptor arrived with the Shahed drone. In Ukraine, Russian forces have launched over 15,000 Shahed-type drones in just 7 months, with single waves now topping 250 and daily attack rates averaging over 100. On July 9, 2025, a record-breaking 728 kamikaze drones and 13 missiles struck in one coordinated salvo. Even with a 60% intercept rate, hundreds break through every month. These drones cost as little as $20,000 each, yet can force defenders to expend missiles priced in the millions. Swarms fly at mixed altitudes, some just 200 meters above ground, others out of reach of mobile air defenses. Decoys now mimic real drones, further overwhelming tracking systems. In this new battle space, classic defenses, designed for a handful of incoming threats, are confronted by relentless barrages, day after day, from every direction. GPS signals flicker, then vanish. In the Strait of Hormuz, merchant ships and warships alike lose their bearings as Iranian jammers sweep the spectrum. It's not missiles or drones at first, it's silence, confusion, and screens gone blank. In 2023, at least 6 vessels reported forced course changes after GPS spoofing attacks near Bandar Abbas. Navigation data twisted by invisible hands, tankers veer off course, and bridge crews scramble for backup charts. Electronic warfare teams on shore deploy broadband jammers that drown out radar and communications from miles away. The cost? A few $1,000s for a suitcase-sized emitter. For defenders, the price of a mistake is a $1 million missile fired at a $2,000 drone. The math is brutal. Each intercept drains budgets and stocks. In this battle space, the first shots are digital, not kinetic. The real damage comes before a single missile launches, when the world's most expensive carrier can't trust its own sensors, and every decision risks a fortune. At the heart of the Ford's defensive reach is a sensor core built for the era of saturation attacks. The dual-band radar, the only system of its kind afloat, fuses 2 powerful frequencies, X-band for precision and S-band for volume, across 6 phased array faces. This isn't just about seeing further, it's about seeing first and seeing everything. The SPY-3 X-band arrays scan for low-flying threats, picking out cruise missiles and sea-skimming drones that try to disappear in ground clutter. The SPY-4 S-band arrays sweep the upper airspace, tracking ballistic missiles, fighter formations, and even small targets at the edge of the horizon. Together, they can manage hundreds of tracks at once, automatically handing off targets and allocating fire control across the strike group. Every radar pulse is processed, fused, and distributed through the ship's combat data network, creating a live, shared picture that guides every escort and interceptor. In this environment, the difference between detection and delay is measured in seconds, and survival depends on who sees first. Electronic warfare crews aboard the Ford's air wing take center stage as the first line of digital defense. The EA-18G Growler, armed with ALQ-218 receivers and next-generation jammer pods, sweeps the spectrum for hostile signals. These aircraft can jam enemy radars from over 100 kilometers out, blinding fire control sites and scrambling drone guidance mid-flight. Their presence means many threats never get close enough to see the carrier at all, but when drones or cruise missiles break through, the calculus shifts from $1 million interceptors to cost-effective kill chains. Escorting destroyers deploy Raytheon's Coyote Block 2 interceptors, jet-powered, AI-guided, and launched for under $500,000 a shot. Coyotes can loiter for up to 2 hours, tracking swarms and pouncing on targets that slip past the main screen. Alongside them, the Roadrunner M system stands ready. If it doesn't expend its warhead, it returns to base, rearmed for the next attack. Each successful intercept saves not just hardware, but the budget for tomorrow's battle. In this new defense economy, every shot counts, and every layer buys time for the carrier to stay in the fight. Incoming tracks multiply across the Bainbridge's combat display. At 0302, the destroyer's CIC calls out, multiple inbound, bearing 110, low altitude, high speed. 2 evolved Sea Sparrow missiles fire in rapid sequence, their exhaust lighting the deck as they arc toward radar contacts. Seconds later, a Coyote interceptor launches, its AI guidance locking onto a maneuvering drone weaving just above the wavetops. Crew members brace at their stations, eyes on consoles as the engagement unfolds. Electronic warfare officers jam hostile command links, while growlers overhead disrupt targeting radars. Within 90 seconds, 3 threats vanish from the screen. 1 drone, 2 cruise missiles, all intercepted outside the carrier's perimeter. The shield bearers layered defense holds, each system buying precious seconds for the strike group. No warning klaxons, no chaos, just precise action, logged and confirmed as the battle resets for the next wave. The Ford's deployment extension by 2 months sent a clear message across the region. Allies took note. Confidence soared as American air power lingered well beyond its scheduled departure. In Tehran and Moscow, military planners recalculated their options. Every day the carrier stayed on station, adversaries faced fresh uncertainty. The world's most expensive warship wasn't just a tool of war, but a living symbol that forced rivals to rethink the cost of escalation. In January 2024, the USS Gerald R. Ford's dual-band radar tracked hundreds of airborne threats during a single night off the coast of Yemen, with escort destroyers launching simultaneous intercepts against both drones and missiles. This deployment marked the first time an American carrier group faced massed, low-cost drone swarms and advanced electronic attacks in live combat, revealing the new reality of naval warfare. Official logs confirmed the Ford's layered defenses worked as designed, but the full details of her electronic countermeasures and the decision-making process remain classified. What is clear is that the Ford's presence forced adversaries to rethink their tactics and led to an extension of her Middle East mission by 2 months. As of today, the economic imbalance between cheap attackers and billion-dollar defenses still shapes every engagement. The arrival of a $13.2 billion carrier did not end the threat. It set a new benchmark for what survival at sea demands.